Naomi, it was 2 really close sets. What do you think made the difference in the end?
I mean, I think she played pretty clean. I think she had like a specific plan she wanted to execute. I guess that. I don't know. I don't want to answer like saying that like everything that I did wrong, you know? Like I want to think about it more positively, so.
Yeah, one of the trainers did come out, looked like they were looking at your knee. What was the level of concern with your knee and was the effect?
Yeah, I mean, I hurt my knee in Cincinnati, but it's getting better. I don't want to say that that's the reason that I lost because obviously I played like 3 matches before this, so yeah, I just needed to take a painkiller.
Losing the match must have been very difficult for you, but do you feel like you walked away with something greater in terms of sportsmanship at the end of this time?
Yeah, I mean, for me, right now I have this feeling of sadness, but I also feel like I've learned so much during this tournament, and honestly, of course I wanted to defend this tournament, but I feel like the steps that I've taken as a person have been much greater than like I would imagine at this point. So I hope that I can keep growing, and I know that if I keep working hard, then of course I'll have better results. So.
Naomi, how is that feeling of sadness different than after your losses at Roland Garros and at Wimbledon?
I mean, in Wimbledon, I walked out on you guys.
Yeah.
And in Roland Garros, I came straight from the match, so I was all like gross, and I just wanted to get out of there. So obviously, as you can see, I took a shower. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm more chill now, because like it sort of relates back to his question. Like I feel like I grew. I don't feel like I put so much weight on one single match. Of course, to a certain extent, I do, but I think like as a whole, I want to see that I like played better matches through the summer, because I feel like definitely the tournament that I played here has been the best one so far.
I mean, I was creeping in your likes column and saw that you were liking a lot of tweets about Daniil Medvedev's interviews here, and I'm curious, you had your own special on-court moment with Coco. He's had 2 very different post-match interviews. I'm curious what it is you enjoyed so much about what he's been doing here.
The thing is, with him, I don't know the background of why they're booing him, but it's just so funny. Like, every day he has something new to say, like he wins, and then he's like, because of you guys, I have the energy. I was so, like, injured coming into this match, but because of you, he's like, thank you. Like, he says the thank you so nicely. But yeah, I don't know the background of why they're booing him, though, but it's just funny to me.
You appreciate good trolling?
Yeah, like, the sarcasm is beautiful.
Naomi, you mentioned some of the lessons that you've learned. What do you think is most important that you've learned over the last year since when you won the championship here?
Is that 2 years? I expected an answer, but you didn't give me one. Lessons that I've learned. I guess not to take myself so seriously. That would be the biggest one. Yeah, just to know that there's always another tournament, and I'm kind of still figuring it out, honestly, as I go along.
Naomi, what were the things Belinda did that were so tough for you today? And she's played well against you in the past, too.
guess just being aggressive. I know that's a really like blunt, short answer, but that's honestly all I can think of.
Were you surprised by how the Coco moment took off and the people who've been commenting it on social media, like AOC and Jennifer Garner and people?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have all my notifications off, so I don't really know who's like doing whatever. But yeah, I was kind of surprised because I just thought it was for the people in there, like the stands. So yeah, definitely didn't expect it to blow up like that.
Naomi, you mentioned earlier this week that players tend to play their best against you now, and it seems like that's happened with Bencic quite a few times. Like, what do you take from that? Is it just an extra challenge for you going forward that you know that you have to be above that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's something that I've learned over the summer, that even if you aren't playing your best, you're going to play people who play their best. So you have to figure out how to win those matches. And it's matches like that that are the most important because it really tests your character. So I think on that side, I have a lot of growing up to do.
A couple more names.
Naomi, what do you think you learned about trying to defend your title here that you might be able to take into Melbourne early part of next year?
Honestly, I'm not that mad at this. Like, everyone that's not new to me knows that, like, until I won here last year, I was, like, constantly around 3%, you know? So, of course, I can look at this, be very disappointed and mad, but I feel like I'm not mad at it. Of course, I would like to reach higher, like, rounds, and that's definitely what I'll aim for in Australia. But for right now, I think the level of tennis that I was playing in Europe was terrible. That's kind of mean. Was not that great. So, yeah, just coming here, 2 quarterfinals, round of 16. Hopefully I'll do well in Japan because I always do well in Japan. And just keep building off of it to end the season.
Last question in English.
Did you feel you had more crowd support for what happened Saturday?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah, it definitely felt like people were cheering for me more, which I appreciate. But yeah, it was kind of unexpected.
Thank you. Japanese.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You handled well, it's like a lecture, and you just read your questions. It's good.
Please. Thank you.
ベンチッチが取った作戦でちょっと意表をつかれた、驚いたっていう部分があるか、部分はありますか?
No, I mean, for me, I think, like, I honestly didn't move well today. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was always flat-footed. And given that she's very aggressive, of course, if you're surprised, you would be on the back foot. But I've played her so many times that I'm not surprised at this point. And, yeah, I mean, the knee was a little bit annoying in the movement aspect. But I think that that's something that I should have overcome in a way that I either should have started playing more aggressively or just, like, try to, like, hit at a higher, like, length, like, yeah. Not like moon ball, but, like, try to hit, yeah.
グランドスラムタイトルをそのディフェンドできなかったっていうこの今回の負けはどのようにこう受け止めるんですかね。このジャストワンロスというかいつもと同じロスなのか違うロスなのか。
No, I mean for me, I feel actually better losing here than I lost in Indian Wells because of course, there's not a feeling of acceptance, but I feel like I learned a lot from today. Like, there's a lot of things that I did wrong, and for me, whenever I do things wrong, I usually take it to the next match, and that's when I play better. So, honestly, I'm just excited for the next tournament.
この間の試合の前のココとの試合の時にサーブがあまり良くなくて、でもまあその理由は分かってるのでフィックスできると思うって言ってましたけど、それはまあ今日はフィックスできていたっていう感じですか、サーブは。
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a double-sided question because, like, I can't really land on my leg like that great. So that's why, like, I haven't been practicing my serve coming into this tournament, and that's kind of why it's so inconsistent right now. So hopefully I can I can practice more after this.
お疲れ様でした。前の何試合か前の英語の質問で、この何ヶ月かを、本に例えていて、それを今のチャプターで言うと、プロってイズロストって言ってたと思うんですけど、それの意味と全部グランドスラムが今年終わって、今タイトルが思い浮かぶとしたら、どんなタイトルが思い浮かぶ？
Wait, what? Sorry.
So you're talking about the chapter. You referred to the book. It'll be a couple of months. And you said if you think of not that plot is lost, what's your answer? And now the season, the Grand Slam season is over. What can you think of? What kind of title that comes to your mind?
Title? Title. This chapter is chapter 5, and it's titled The Process, because it's a process. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun here. I always have a lot of fun in New York, and I think that there are a lot of things that I can carry from here.
That's good.
もう次大阪で大会ですけど。
Maybe. Maybe you guys will be there and then I won't show up. I don't know.
Okay, so 来ていただきたいんですけどまあ大阪で試合するのすごく久しぶりだと思うんですけれど、そこは大阪さん直美さんの生まれたところとも近いんですけど、どういうふうにまた戻っていくことを思ってどういうふうに楽しみにしてますか
To be honest, I'm not even thinking about playing tennis there right now. All I'm thinking about is like the takoyaki. And I want to go to that street with the giant octopus sign, you know, the food street. I want to get some okonomiyaki, you know. Honestly, I'm just there for the food. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've been to Osaka. I think the last time the pro tournament was there, and then I played against Svitolina. I think I remember that. Yeah. So definitely super excited to go back there, and I hope that a lot of people come, and I know that I'll have a lot of fun.